Alright, what's happening everybody? It's your man Akeen and welcome to today's vlog. We have a rematch for the ACC title between Virginia Tech and Clemson. Virginia Tech suffered their only loss this season to the Clemson Tigers back on October the 1st, 23-3. Logan Thomas just passed for 125 yards and an interception in that game. He was pressured throughout the entire game. Andre Brandt of the Clemson Tigers had 3 sacks in that game, and that was the difference maker for that key matchup. But these two teams are not the same ever since that matchup. Virginia Tech ended up rising up ever since that game and had true leadership from quarterback Logan Thomas. And as for Clemson, they ended up going downhill. Looks like the plane is about to crash. Losing the last three of the last 4 games of the season, and they need to bounce back because of this matchup. Now, I need to talk about both of these quarterbacks, Logan Thomas and Taj Boyd of Clemson. Taj Boyd has been struggling in the last 4 games, passing for 4 touchdowns with 7 interceptions. He's actually 28 touchdowns and 10 interceptions throughout the entire season. He's having a great year, passed for over 3,000 yards, but in those final 4 games, he's been doing terrible, mainly because of the work around him, the players around him, like Andre Ellington. He has not rushed over 100 yards in those 4 games, and freshman phenom Sammy Watkins did not show up in those last key 4 matchups. He acted like he was playing like a freshman in that game. A true freshman. He's a great player, but for the last 4 games, he hasn't been playing too much, and he playing too well. He's actually been leading the team on total yards per off scrimmage and all-purpose yards for the Clemson Tigers, and he's actually ranked in the nation. But in those last 4 games, his best game, he only had 61 yards receiving, and he needs to get over 100 in order to beat the Virginia Tech Hokies in this rematch. And I think Virginia Tech really needs to avenge this game, and they're looking forward to that game with the leadership of Logan Thomas. He's having a great season coming towards the end of the year, passing the football and also being a good dual threat, running the football as well. Even ran for a couple of game-winning scores, especially in that big game against Miami. He's actually a true leader. He works with the players around him. Yes, he does have a great running back in David Wilson behind him, but he still has been performing pretty well, keeping everything stable and just showing true leadership for this team. And this is what the game boils down to. Who's going to be the quarterback that you want under center when the game is on the line? Logan Thomas or Taj Boyd? Now, for the second half of the season, for the first half of the season, it would have been Taj Boyd. But for the second half, it looks like it's been Logan Thomas. He has been showing a lot of heart. Big wins over Virginia last week for the Coastal Division Championship, and they're looking forward to avenge this game. And I think Logan Thomas could get the job done. He's been showing a lot of heart and a lot of improvement throughout the season, passing and running the football, being a true leader for this team. When David Wilson had a hard time during some of the games, he ended up prevailing with the passing attack and being a true leader for this team. And I think with that being said, I have to go with the Virginia Tech Hokies in this matchup over the Clemson Tigers, because Taj Boyd has been going downhill and he's been dependent more on his cast around him and Sammy Watkins and Andre Ellington, while Logan Thomas has been doing stuff on his own and carrying his team on his back, and he has been showing that he wants this championship to beat Clemson and avenge their loss earlier in the season. So I have to go with the Virginia Tech Hokies over the Clemson Tigers. I think this is going to be a great ACC championship. Now, I'll catch you guys a little bit later for one more preview, the Big Ten championship between Michigan State and Wisconsin. Thank you for watching this vlog from Pro Football Exclusive. I'm your man Akeem McCall. Be easy.